Hi friends, my name is Tahara, the Budget Coach. On this channel, we are on a journey to financial independence, and we're getting there by monitoring our finances, increasing our income, and reducing our expenses. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about why it's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. Again, it's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. Don't you wanna be free? All right, so 1 in 3 Americans earning $250,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. 1 in 3 Americans who are earning $250,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. That is interesting. All right, why are they living paycheck to paycheck? They probably do not have a budget. They are probably spending every single thing that comes in, most likely because people don't have a budget, right? If you're tracking your finances, you know what you have. And usually when people get up to their last, they stop spending. But if you want to spend every single thing to whereas you have to wait for the next paycheck, even when you are making $250,000, you ain't tracking. You just spending. You just spending because you feel like I make $250,000 a year. It should be there. So I'm just going to keep spending, right? So they're not tracking. They're continuously spending, right? And not only that, they're probably living way over their means. Okay, obviously you're saying if you're overspending, then you're living over your means. No, what I mean also is that your mortgage is probably too big for you. You probably have a car payment that's too big for you, or maybe multiple cars. And the list goes on with other expenses that we are living extravagantly on that we could probably reduce. Because if you're making $250,000, you're probably thinking, listen, I can live that balling life. But you living that balling life at the expense of your entire paycheck and no emergency fund or no investments. Let me read you a little bit more of this article. It says, to be exact, 36% of Americans taking home $250,000 or more claim to be running out of money again by payday, according to the joint survey of over 4,000 respondents taken by data and insights company Pymonts and the Lending Club Corporation. More than 40% of those earning at least $100,000 say the same. Why is that? Why is that? That's because most likely expenses are coming in way over what you should be paying, right? To match your income. And listen, it's okay if you are living that. Listen, it's okay for anybody. I let people do what they do. I let people do what they want to do, and I really don't comment that much on what people do. You want to make $250,000 and you want to spend $300,000? Do that. But as for us on this channel, we're gonna live a little bit smarter than that. And we're going to live within our means. So what does that mean? That means that I know a lot of people making $65,000, $70,000, $80,000 living better than these people who are living $250,000. Because if you're making $60,000 and you only spending $40,000, you're keeping a third of what you make. And not only are you keeping it, you're putting it to work for you. So what does that mean? You're investing it, right? You got a cushion for an emergency fund. And you are living within your means, right in your comfort zone, so that you can have money left over. So you're building for your future and you're saving for a rainy day. You're building for your future and you're saving for a rainy day because you have the margin. We always talk about there being a margin. We talk about there being something left over. There always has to be something left over. If you don't have something left over, you ain't living right. If you don't have something left over, you ain't living right. So, if you making $250,000 and you spending every bit of it, that person who's making $60,000 and spending only $40,000 is doing a much better job than you, because they're living within their means and they have money left over. Friends, let's have money left over. Let's keep some. Let's invest some. Now, I'm not saying that we don't want to always be growing. We always want to be growing our income, right? So, I want to say it doesn't really matter how much you make if you spend every single bit of it, right? But we still want to be growing it always. So, what's the moral of the story? Keep some. Keep some. Keep some of your money. Don't spend every single thing. Now, what's the rule of thumb? We always talk about the 50, 30, 20 budget. So you're keeping at least 20% of what you make. What you bring home, keep 20% of it. So what I want you to do is I want you to figure out what 20% of your income is, and I want you to keep that. I want you to invest that. I want you to build that, grow that, invest in yourself, invest in your business, and put it in investments, put it in the stock market, put it in crypto if you want. Keep some. We ain't spending everything we make. We ain't spending everything we make because that's not how we live.